This is Real News Media TV, coverage you can trust. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates. Good afternoon, my Real News Media TV family. Welcome back to the channel for another news update for August 9, 2023. And in the news this afternoon, security forces target violence producers in Gully Banks, South. A joint police-military operation was last night underway in Gully Banks, Savannah Lamar, and a 48-hour curfew imposed following heightened tension in the area. Two high-powered weapons have reportedly been seized by the police, and several violence producers have been taken into custody. Head of the Westmoreland Police Division, Senior Superintendent Wayne Josephs confirmed.
Over the past couple of days to weeks, we have been experiencing a number of conflicts that has been taking place in and around the Westmoreland space. And these conflicts have only served to heighten the tensions in the area and has served to undermine or impact the efforts or the intervention efforts of both the police and our external partners. So over the last couple of days, we have been conducting a number of operations in and around the parish. Currently, we are conducting an operation in the Barracks Road area of Sav. This area is popularly known as Gully Bank. We currently have a 48-hour curfew that is in place in this space, and we are conducting a number of cordon searches. We have assets from Kingston that are assisting us. It's the search center, we have the military, we have our area assets, and we have the police from within the space. So far, we have managed to recover 2 shotguns, and a number of violence producers have been taken into custody. Persons who are currently under investigations, and they are currently in custody being processed. Now, over the next couple of days to weeks, you will see a number of these operations taking place across the parish, because we intend to continue these operations until we can de-escalate the tensions that are taking place, so that we can resume, when we bring back the place to normalcy, so that we can resume our intervention efforts. I just want it to be known that we will be holding the space right through tonight into tomorrow, and if needs be, we'll go further. And I want anybody who is out there, who is in the space, that has any information, know where there's a gun hidden, or any person who the police might have interest in, to just pass on the information while we are still on the ground, because the gun that you might refuse to tell us about might just be turned on you or some of your family or someone that you know tomorrow. So seize the opportunity while you have the military, the police within the space, and pass on the information so that we can do a thorough search throughout the space and try to make it safer for you and your family. The persons who are in these conflicts are persons who have been known to each other over the years. Some of them have even been friends, and you find that they have conflicts over sometimes some silly issues, and people end up being killed. And when somebody is killed, you know, there's gonna be somebody to be killed. So we have reprisals and we have counter reprisals, and these conflicts continue. Another thing that has been happening is that in the latter part of last year, mid to latter part of last year, we had a majority of the main violence producers were in custody. And over the last couple of months, months, a number of them have received bail, and they have come back out on the street, and they have all taken up where they left off. And so we have been working assiduously to you know, get them back in custody, and to ensure that we can make the space safe again for the decent, law-abiding citizens that are within the parish.
Murder in St. James linked to Hanover gang conflict. An ongoing gang conflict in Hanover led to the murder of a 24-year-old man in neighboring St. James on Tuesday. Rowan Gillins, a resident of Moy Hall, St. James, was fatally shot along the Moy Hall main road sometime after 9 a.m. It is reported that Gillins was walking along the roadway when he was attacked by men who shot him. He was rushed to hospital where he was pronounced dead. Investigators say his death is linked to an ongoing dispute between the Gillins and the Garvey families from a quarry in Hanover. The police say Gillins was out on bail for shooting at the police in Hanover and relocated to Moy Hall as a condition of bail. IDT orders a compensation for RNM workers whose salaries were cut in 2020. Grow Broadcasting Company Limited has been ordered by the Industrial Disputes Tribunal to reimburse employees for a 2020 salary cut implemented unilaterally by the radio station's management. The National Workers Union brought the matter before the tribunal on behalf of the workers. The tribunal awarded that employees affected by the salary cuts for April to September 2020 be paid the difference in their salaries for the same period. The IDT said RNM's unilateral decision to implement salary cuts was not in keeping with good industrial relations practice and contravened the provisions of the Labor Relations Code. Granville Valentine, General Secretary of the NWU, responding to the decision, said it should serve to reinforce the principle that management should not violate contractual arrangements with workers.
And we are saying that a contractual arrangement, especially with salaries and benefits, is sacrosanct and ought not to be interfered with without the processes being followed, such as some level of negotiation, the involvement of the workers and their unions. Otherwise, it's a clear breach to, by any means, reduce that benefit. We call upon all management that considered this type of behavior as one that they want to take on to cease and desist with immediacy.
Jamaican government awaiting completion of application forms for 37 Haitians seeking asylum. The government says it is still awaiting the completed application forms for the group of the 37 Haitian nationals seeking asylum in Jamaica. The forms will be reviewed by the Eligibility Committee. The group of Haitians arrived on the island on July 10. In a media release on Tuesday, the Ministry of National Security acknowledged that there is some amount of anxiety among interested groups in anticipation of an outcome from the process. It asserted that the Haitians are being treated fairly and in keeping with the fundamental rights afforded by Jamaica's Charter of Fundamental Rights and Freedoms. The ministry says that the preliminaries are still being completed and it is yet to receive the applications which were completed in view of the attorneys with their own interpreter providing the necessary translation services. The government says its ministries and humanitarian entities remain committed to providing adequate care without prejudice to the Haitian nationals while the review process is being undertaken. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates.